This is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong.
Is a troubled relationship, a troubled marriage doomed? Is that trouble that comes from arguing and feeling annoyed with each other or abandoned from each other a good indication that the marriage has to be dissolved, break, that they have to get a divorce? Or is it that those challenges, those struggles that they have developed an opportunity for this relationship to grow even stronger, that a relationship with no trouble will ever grow to? You see, what makes us better people, deeper people, more functional, more capable of going through life is not when life is easy for us. It is through the challenges and the difficulties that we figure out tools, we figure out ways that on the one hand help us overcome and outgrow, on the other hand helps us not be half when the times are tough. Everybody is whole, feeling warm, happy, optimistic, loving, empowered, energized in good times. But what happens after that, when good times keep on being good times, that whole feeling becomes boredom. We start being bored because we are wired as people to grow in challenging times, and pausing our growth, stop growing in calm, good times that stay for too long. Then boredom comes. It is the same thing like during winter months. In the beginning, it feels so good that we are not too hot and we are cozy, the snow and the cold weather and the fire in the fireplace, and all this makes it wonderful. But as long as this keeps on going, that kind of good feeling inside the house, in front of the fireplace all together, then we get cabin fever, we call it, right? Which is when we are having too much of one situation. Functional, good situation, but when we are in that situation for too long, boredom follows. So there is an important role challenges and difficulties play in the personal development. And when there is personal development, then there is also relationship development. So the challenges that at first we don't welcome and we get off and we get frustrated and we feel half, those challenges, during the time we go through them, they're unpleasant. But when they are pushed behind, in other words, when we go through them, not when we avoid them, but when we go through them, trying different ways, different tools, different means to overcome those difficulties and not to quit, the very same troubling experience that make us very uncomfortable, upset, angry, frustrated, it is exactly the same situation that after we go through, it becomes treasure for the relationship. It becomes the best thing ever could have happened to the relationship because it helps it grow, pushes it, challenges, push us individual and the relationship collectively forward. When we don't quit, when we don't try to do it our very own way, isolating, but we try to incorporate whatever there is around us to help us go through the difficulties and the challenges. Again, a relationship who is stress-free, need-free, when there are no unmet needs, that kind of relationship might not grow. It will grow in the beginning, but it will stop. A relationship that it is constantly facing situations, difficulties, agonies, frustration, anger, and they are emotionally checked out, one out, don't want to be part of it, causes the person not to grow. We don't grow. A relationship where we try hard to make it work. I'm not saying that we can be successful all the time. What I am saying is the ones that don't quit, don't give up, try and deal with whatever challenges come their way without avoiding them or complaining about them, they are the people that grow through these tough times, that look back and say, it was a good thing that happened. I'm not the same person anymore. I'm a better person. You see, challenges, difficulties, no matter how bad they feel, they help us grow into a better person. When we quit, we complain, we blame, we don't grow into better people. Stop growing. So I want us this week together to visit and look at different opportunities, different helpful hints that can help us stay in the challenge and go forward rather than quitting. Not rushing into that survival mode, fight or flight, attack or avoidance place where we stop growing. We stop growing when we are in the mercy of the survival mode and we stay there. We only grow when we come back and say, okay, let's try. I know I don't want to stay in the relationship. I want to run. But let me see, what can I do? How can I help it? And trust me, if it is not the right situation, then coming out of the relationship, you're not going to feel broken. You're not going to feel resentful. Instead, you're going to feel that bad things happen to good people, no matter how good they are. And good people, like every person, needs to go through the challenges and the difficulties, despite on whether they deserve it or not. And when they do that, in the end, they see how much better they have become, no matter what the outcome is. So this is our goal as human beings, to endure, be patient, calm, collective, and go through our difficulties.
We thank you for listening to Coffee Break with Ninita. Our goal is to help our StayWHOLE community work through their challenges. Please join this cause by supporting us on Patreon. You can do that for the price of just 1 cup of coffee per month. Just click on the Patreon link in the podcast description below, or simply visit us at www.patreon.com/StayWHOLE. We appreciate you and hope we can help you stay whole.